Good to be with you today. I'm Mike Simpson. I represent Idaho's 2nd Congressional District. Idaho was the first state in the nation to pass a bill banning males from playing in women's sports. And it's an honor to be with all of you today. But I've got to ask myself, I shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. This is nonsense. Well, we're before the highest court in the land, the United States Supreme Court, arguing for common sense. That's all we want is common sense. Men should not be playing in women's sports. That's the truth. That's what the signs around here say. I have a fundamental belief that men and women share the American value of equality. But we also know that there are biological and physiological differences between the sexes, and sometimes those need to be recognized, particularly in competitive sports. Idaho recognized this too when they passed the law, the first one in the nation, as I said. I'm glad to be here to protect women's sports. I have become, over the years, a real fan of women's sports. And in fact, that's almost all the sports I watch on television anymore. I come into my office in the morning and I'll say to my staff, which are mostly women, did you guys watch Texas A&M and Kentucky play volleyball last night? Or did you watch Oklahoma and Texas play softball, or swimming, or tennis, or golf, or any of the other sports? I will tell you that when I was in high school, there were no women's sports. Women played in the band. They did marching, they did cheering, and that was it. Title IX came along, and women have had the opportunity to get scholarships, to go to college, to advance themselves, and become competitive athletes. And if anybody doesn't believe that these women are athletes, you need to watch women's sports. I come into my office, I become such a fan, my staff has started putting trinkets on my desk. Like this one they brought before Christmas. My coffee mug that says, "Watch women's sports." You'll notice that it says, "Watch women's sports." And that's what we're here to defend. Women have the right to compete against other women without having men in the competitive process. So I'm proud to be here. I'm proud of Idaho and the law that they passed. And I'm proud of all of you for being here and defending common sense. As I said, why we're here, I don't know. But eventually, common sense will prevail, and we will protect women's sports, because that's the future for women, and I am proud to be here, and I thank you all for being here.